What's going on, everybody? So once again, we are on a roll. Number 4.
We're on a roll. So proud of us.
Yeah, and I feel like we were close to not doing it this week.
I know. Not because we didn't want to.
No. But we're like, we have to make it a priority.
We got to change the day.
That is it. We have to change the day. We ruined my entire schedule.
I know.
But today, I say this every time, should be a quick one.
But that's the whole point. These are quick podcasts.
Quick
Podcasts,
podcast.
as you would say.
Today we're doing 20 micro habits. So I have 10. Brooke has 10. I don't know what she wrote. She doesn't know what I wrote. So there might be some overlap. But the whole idea are these are like little things that people can do to improve their health or maybe just their life as well.
Yeah, like exactly well-being, mood, just like, little things you can implement throughout your day or parts of your day that don't involve going to the gym or, well, I don't know, maybe yours involves some working out. It doesn't matter. Micro habits, little things that help us feel amazing. Yeah,
not like, okay, you need to hit this many calories and track this and this and this. It's like little things that you can do in your day.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go back and forth. Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I wake up at the same time every day.
That's a good one.
And this is probably like one of the pluses of having a child is I don't set an alarm clock. It's literally just Mateo that wakes me up every single day. But pretty much every day, 6 a.m., I wake up. This has kind of changed over the past few years as well, because before I used to be like 5 a.m. club or 4:30 a.m. club.
You've been in the early clubs before, for sure.
And that's great. I think depending where you are in your life, that could work really, really well.
Depending on what season you're in.
100%. But when you have like a small child like Mateo and then another one on the way, it's kind of like I know how important sleep is and I need to take it while I can.
Yeah, because you're going to go through a regression in like 2 months.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, I just need to enjoy the sleep while I can get it. The other thing is there's been, a lot of talk about the benefits of not only going to bed at the same time every day, but also waking up at the same time every day. And the data on my devices definitely says like, hey, the sleep consistency is really, really good. And then it just kind of helps with routine. Like I know if I get up at 6, things are just kind of flow throughout the day. So wake up at the same time every day.
Okay. Number one, these aren't in any particular order.
No.
The way you thought about it. Lemon water before my coffee.
Boom. I knew that was going to be one.
Yeah.
We should have played a game where we just guess each other's.
So this is something that I've done on and off for a long time, but I've been very consistent with for the last few months for multiple reasons. There was points when I was like, there's no way I'm doing that, nor do I want to do that. But just from multiple reasons, it's beneficial. I think maybe more so for women. But what I do know is that it's possible. I crave my warm morning lemon water, and the delayed gratification for the coffee is real. Like my coffee is extra good now. I also can go. So I want to say I was never really reliant on coffee. I just enjoy it. It's an experience. It's a ritual. I look forward to it at night. But there'll be days now where because I don't start my day with it, it's like 11 o'clock. And I'm like, shit, I haven't had my coffee. And I just want it now. And then it starts to get late. So that's a swap that I've made. And I really like it. I won't go into all the benefits right now. We'll move through it. But it's a good one.
So remember how I was like, I don't know what I wrote for number 10. I thought I'm going to just kind of piggyback off of that. Piggyback off of that. And I'll put electrolytes in my water at some point throughout the day. So Brooke and I were talking about this the other day. I do have coffee first thing in the morning. Yeah. I don't have water first.
You're not sipping any H2O when you get up.
No. Would I say it's beneficial? Probably. Like I would, like it's do as I say, not as I do. Like I'd recommend everyone do that. But the electrolytes in my water, obviously one keeps me hydrated more. The other benefit is it just forces me to drink more water because it tastes better. So I'll usually mix it with like a liter of water. Yeah. It's definitely more diluted, but at least it gives like a little bit of taste to the water. Yeah. Which I think is like one of my big things with lemon water. You and I agree and disagree on a lot of bits. The whole lemon and water thing, the biggest benefit I see is it's just keeping people hydrated. Like if it's forcing you to drink more water because it tastes better than plain water, like that's amazing. So
yeah, and lemon's really good for detoxifying your liver too. So just need to throw that in there.
Okay, so you're next.
Okay. I do my skincare always before I'm tired at night and first thing in the morning. Those are like anchors to my morning and nighttime routine, always. Makes me feel good. That's it.
Do you want to talk about what you do or no?
Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. In the morning, I don't cleanse. I don't wash my face because it's already washed and clean. And you can like strip the natural oils from your skin. So I don't necessarily do that, but I'll do like a spritz and my serum, eye cream, lotion, some tallow, and yeah, then I get ready. But it's like, I will never miss it. I've never missed it.
Wow.
And even at night, I have to do it. The key for anyone out there looking to adopt a skincare routine, if you have to do one or the other, I'd say always do night because it's really important to go to bed with a clean face. Too many people wait until it's like 9 p.m. and then they're too tired and they're like, fuck it. Like I will do it at 6 p.m. when I'm getting the girls ready for bed. Sometimes I will do it at 5 o'clock if I'm not going out, but I do it before I'm tired or when my girls are getting ready for bed because I won't do it if it's like 8:39 and I'm settled.
Fair enough.
So yeah, skincare is very important.
So in the morning, if you coach a 5:15 a.m. class,
Oh yeah.
you're doing it before 5:15.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's just a priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mine is I drink black coffee. So this wasn't something I always did. I used to be a double person, and then I went to a regular, and then I sort of just like slowly weaned myself to black coffee.
Ew.
So I don't have any cream in it or anything. That being said, if I do go out to Tim Hortons, because I always talk about my love, Tim's, I will put one cream in my Tim's because...
And you genuinely like the taste of black coffee.
At home, 100%. That's why that's why I'm so into coffee.
This is why you're a coffee connoisseur.
Yeah,
coffee snob.
If you put cream in coffee, it kind of all tastes the same-ish, like similar. So that's why I don't mind cream in Tim's because it's like, all right, now it just makes it taste like a normal cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But when you have black coffee, like you actually taste the flavor differences.
And there is good coffee and there is horrible coffee.
100%.
So like, there's lots of good ones here, but even like going to Europe or places like
Yes.
that, good coffee, you can drink that black.
100%. So
I'm not with you on this one. I love cream in my coffee and a couple other things and it's,
yeah, so the biggest reason I did it wasn't necessarily from a taste standpoint, but like from a health standpoint.
Oh.
If you have a double, that's about 250 calories. Obviously, it's going to depend on the size. If you have a regular, which is one cream, one sugar, that's 120 calories. So for certain individuals, I know last time we were talking about tracking your macros, not to obsess about it, but like if we're talking about being in a caloric deficit, we're not telling people to be in a 500 or a 600 caloric deficit all the time. But like a 250 caloric deficit is definitely doable. So an easy way to do that if you have a double is literally, if you're at maintenance, just cut out the double.
Yeah.
So it's just like an easy thing. Like it's like, do you need sugar in your coffee?
Yeah, that's another very simple, small thing that can make a big difference over time.
100%.
Yeah.
So black coffee.
Okay. Next up for me, dry brushing. I love to dry brush
I don't know what that
my
means.
body and my face. Let me tell you.
Okay.
So I have a specific dry body brush and a specific facial dry body brush. So it's like a like wooden brushes with really soft bristles. And so your lymphatic system and you have drainage points. So it's just really good for lymphatic health. It's really good for skin health. Health benefits. That's why I do it.
So your body, not your hair.
No, not my hair, my face. So when you're doing it from the body, there's a couple, I feel like a lot of the people that you see on Instagram explain it this way, which I'll tell you. And then if you talk to like lymphatic doctors, and if you think about how the lymphatic system works, this is the way that I do it. So you'll hear people that will say, start from your ankles up and brush upwards. But you have lymphatic drainage points, which are like collarbone, hips, behind your knees, or like pelvis area. So you want to activate those first. So you can do like little taps or massages. Now, I always will brush towards those lymphatic parts, but also think about this. So I don't start at my ankle and work my way up. I brush upwards top. So if I'm going to like a drainage point that are like, by your pelvis or hips, I'll start quads and work my way up. Because if you think about it, if you were to shovel your driveway from, let's say, the end of the road, you would start at the bottom, right? And get that stuff and move your way back up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like if I'm starting from my ankles, I'm pushing against, we'll say, resistance. So you can like imagine it. Whereas if I clear the top part and move my way down, when I'm brushing here, this is all clear.
And now you bring this down to your ankle.
No, and then I'm going like this. Up,
okay.
Up. So I actually end at my ankles.
Gotcha.
So I clear the space closer to the drainage points first and then work my way from there.
So what's why would people do this?
For your lymphatic system.
Like,
Okay,
what is
that's
that
what
going
it's
to do?
like.
I know nothing. Like, I feel like you're speaking a different language to me.
So one for skin health, like exfoliating, circulation, blood flow, and then you don't want to have blocked lymph nodes, right? Like you're also working your lymph from working out and moving. This is just kind of like an add-on, but having clear, good functioning lymph nodes are really, really important. So this might be like extra, if you will.
Okay.
But I like it. Just kind of part of my skincare ritual.
I love it.
Yeah, you should start doing it.
What we should do is you should do my 10.
Oh my gosh,
and I do
yes.
your 10.
And video it. I want to see you dry brushing tomorrow.
Oh boy. Mine are so funny because they're so different than yours. I have a protein smoothie every morning, which is like an anchor habit to force me to have my creatine and my veggies. Because in my smoothie, I'll put ice. I'll put, I'm kind of back on milk. So I'll do like Fairlife skim milk. I'll put my scoop of protein. I'll do a scoop of creatine. I'll put a bunch of veggies in there as well because I'm horrible for having vegetables in the morning. Even just making breakfast, I know I'm not consistent with it just because I'm more on the go. So having that smoothie every morning, that's giving me a lot of protein, a little bit of fats, and some carbs to start my day.
I've seen your green smoothies. They're pretty green.
Every single day. And then also that is the anchor that reminds me to have my vitamins. So I'll take my K2D3. I'll take
It's a habit stack right there.
Exactly. I'll take my omega-3s. So that all happens because of my protein smoothie. And then what I also do is depending if I am cutting, if I am maintaining, or if I'm bulking, it will depend how many carbs go in my smoothie. So right now I'm on half a banana, which is perfect for me. Maybe I'll do a full banana if I have something a little bit more. Maybe I'll add oatmeal if I need even more. So it's just nice and easy to change things up.
Okay, like it. I'm going to piggyback one of those because I don't have it on here, but I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to go in my creatine in my protein powder.
Oh, I thought you were going to say in your coffee.
No, I think I've tried that before. I don't want to disrupt my coffee that much. I will say I do put mushroom powder and cocoa in my coffee. Okay, but
That's fine. Yeah, it's okay.
It's really good. But no, creatine always in my protein shake. Non-training days, training days. Enough said there.
Yes.
We need that, everybody. Okay, my next one is morning sunlight, which I always try and do.
Ooh, yep.
Really great for, your circadian rhythm. And it just feels fucking amazing. Like I love sitting on my porch. And there is a difference in the benefit of getting light through a window and actually being outside. So it feels good to sit in front of a sunny window, but you're not going to get the same benefits as you would outside. So if I can get, especially now that it's light out at 6 a.m., I love it.
Yeah.
So trying to get out for morning sunlight is something that I love to do. I mean, it doesn't always have to be right when you get up, but the closer to wake time, the better.
Yeah. That's one that I'm trying to get in. It's just I struggle when we're in winter. We don't have sunlight.
Hard, yeah.
So I'm playing around with potentially getting like a Lux light, like a happy light in the morning.
Yeah.
But that's not a part of it yet. But I like that. That's great. I pack the family's lunches. So I know this seems weird, but I do that so I can portion things accordingly. Only because Caitlin doesn't care about that stuff. It's just not a priority for her. For her, it's more of a priority for me. So I'll portion off our lunches. So I'll know how much carbs roughly I'm getting, how much carbs roughly Caitlin's getting, how much protein I'm getting, how much protein she's getting. She loves it because she's like, this is perfect. You're doing everything for me. And then I also make sure I'm doing I'll put a lot of vegetables. So I always cut up vegetables in the morning. And then I'll put at least 2 pieces of fruit in each of our bags as well. You know this. I always have a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables.
So much fruit.
Big thing is just fiber, right? I'm really trying to increase the amount of fiber that I'm having in the day. And it's just such an easy way to do that through fruits and vegetables. And I always try to change up the color as well. So that's another big one.
Yeah, I like that. I just want to touch up on that for a second. I find that, there's a lot of people who maybe want portion sizes or are trying to clean things up, but they don't make their lunches or they don't make their dinners. You got to make that swap.
Absolutely.
Right?
For sure.
You do the portioning because it is important to you.
Yes.
Caitlin knows she's going to get a good amount.
Yes.
And she's going to get the right things. But you can't leave your tracking and nutrition goals up to somebody else.
Yes.
So take that role over. I think that's great.
Absolutely.
My next one is red light therapy. Which I love. I have a red light mask and a panel, just really good for skin health, joint, collagen production. And I normally sit in it. I'll try and do it in 10 minutes in the morning with my light, little goggles on if I'm sitting close for face. Or I'll just sometimes put it on in the living room and just it just kind of like makes the room red. The girls can sit in front of it, whatnot. So
Is your mask the same brand as your board?
no.
Okay. Because I know your board is the one that I think Evan at MHP has. And I still don't know too much about red light, but like the studies that are coming out are pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something I want to learn more about. It's not cheap. Like it is expensive.
No, and you can get,
Which is
and
fine.
I've looked into different brands. Like, I think what you got to look at is you have to make sure that it's the right wavelength for red. But then, there are brands that are cheaper. They just don't have the advertising, the marketing, and the professional athletes on their brand.
Yeah.
Because I've done a lot of comparisons and like, I mean, I want to believe what I'm seeing and reading in terms of like, how it's made and the different checkpoints. And there's some that compared to like the Cala brand, but you're not going to pay $800.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is, from what I've read too, like this is the issue with like sometimes when people see trends and they go on Amazon and then they buy whatever's cheapest, it's like you're actually not getting the benefits at all. So it's just like do a little bit of the research, even if it's like the Cala brand, that's what it's like use that as your gold standard and then just like see off of that if things are similar.
Yeah, there's like 500 million brands out there. It's overwhelming. There's people that use red chicken lights.
Yeah.
And they'll be studied. This is where it's like you kind of got to decipher yourself. People be like, yeah, you don't need a $400 red light. Get this red, It's just you got to do your own research. You got to feel good about it. And just make sure it has certain standards.
Cool. Cool. Okay, I wear a Whoop and it's helped gamify my health. It's really make me focused on sleep, especially since January. And I love how it interprets the data. So I am like a data whore.
You are. Show them you have like 13 watches on right now.
It's bad. Shing, shing. So like since I used to work for Apple. So when the first Apple Watch came out, I bought that and I've had some sort of wearable ever since then. I've done them all. I've done the Oura Ring. I've done the Whoop.
Oh, you've done the OuraRing? I've never seen you wear that. Was that before?
Yeah, I did it for like 3 months. Didn't like it. Yeah. Only because like we work out. We use a barbell. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, like the Garmin tells me a lot just as much as the Whoop, but I love the way the Whoop interprets the data. So especially for individuals who like, maybe they don't like digging into things as much as I do, the Whoop just makes things really, really simple. And they have a really awesome built-in AI. You hear AI everywhere, but like I find this one, it's like I can ask it anything. Like, hey, can you help me decipher
your Whoop?
Yes.
Oh,
it's cool.
This is new.
I
don't think I had that one.
So you can be like, hey, what are some things that I can do to lower my resting heart rate? And it's like, hey, well, based off of your data, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
It's very cool.
I've thought about getting my Whoop back because I did really like it. And then I got a Garmin, but I like
the other thing too is I used to hate the fact that it doesn't have a screen. I'm like, oh, well, come on, give me a screen. But that's now actually the biggest benefit is now it's kind of like, if I wanted to wear this and then have a nicer watch, like you can like if you're in the world of business, you can get ones that are like leather bands now. So I used to like kind of hate on the Whoop, but now I'm like back fully in. Love it.
Okay. 15 to 20 minutes in the sun with no sunscreen before the UV is high. Vitamin D, that sun is not, I feel like, they can make us scared of the sun. When it's actually really good. If it's the right amount of time and it's the right time of day, I soak that shit right up.
So you're not saying 12 p.m. You're saying like 10 a.m.
No, and it depends on how strong the sun is and how hot. I mean, we know that it can be mild out and the sun be strong, but like earlier part of the day, I will sit out, no sunscreen. I put a timer on my phone, 15, 20 minutes. And then like because I'm not also always outside. Like if I'm working, I want to be outside and I want to get that sun. So that's something that I do every day, especially now that it's really nice out. How I work on my tan.
Love it.
Yeah.
Nighttime routine. So this is kind of new since January as well. So I know we talked about this last time, but I bought some blue light blocking glasses.
Yeah, I want to see these glasses.
I'll take a picture. So I put on my blue light blocking glass. So as soon as we put Mateo to bed, that's like my other anchor habit is, okay, Mateo goes to bed. I clean up the kitchen. I start boiling the water. I put on my blue light blocking glasses. I take off my contacts. Oh, don't worry, I'm getting there. Okay. Take off my contacts, put on my blue light blocking glasses. I turn off all the lights. While I'm boiling my water, I'm like cleaning up the kitchen. Then I get like my thermos and I put in sleepy time tea and then I fill that up. I go downstairs. I'll turn on the TV, which like in an ideal world, I'm reading, but like I'm human. I turn on the TV, I'm watching whatever. And then I'll like have either the TENS machines on, or like I'll do some sort of mobility as I'm watching TV. And then I start drinking my tea at like 8 p.m. And then I try to get in bed at like 9:30. And like I start drinking the tea at 8, but it's in the thermos, so it stays hot forever. So that's why I just kind of sip on it throughout. And that's like kind of my anchor to get ready for bed.
That's great. Everyone should have a nighttime routine. I think we're very focused on morning,
100%.
night routines. Like we shower, we brush our teeth, we get ready. Like you need to do that same thing in the evening. Like your body
100%.
takes the cues, right? Setting yourself up for good sleep.
Absolutely.
That's great. I feel like you're going to laugh at this one for sure. This is my hippity dippity coming out. Grounding. Grounding. People take your shoes off. I know remember, no order. Number 7, grounding.
Number 8, hug a tree.
Yes, that's number 9. Take your shoes off on the grass. There is something about that is very relaxing, or like gardening, getting like dirt on your feet or on your hands. This is where I've like, he's going to laugh at me. It helps you connect to the earth's electronic fields. Okay. So there's been proven studies to improve mood, reduce inflammation, get better sleep, less stress, right? We're all happier when we're outside on a sunny day. Like take your shoes off. And my kids know this now. Like Summer will be like, Mom, can we go grounding in the back? Are we going to ground? And she'll take her shoes off, and it makes me so happy. Yeah. So yeah, taking my shoes off when I'm outside.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, this is why this works.
I know.
Two different folks.
It's great. Yeah.
I love it. I'm not against it.
I know. I'm just.
That's the thing. All these things too. It's like you might be hearing some of our things, being like, "Oh, that's crazy," or "That's hippity dippity," or whatever. But none of it is hurting you. That's the thing. Is like going outside with no shoes on, like in your yards. There's not broken glass or anything. Like it's not hurting you. Try it out.
Exactly. We're giving people new ideas here.
Exactamundo. So this is once again a boring one, but I plan my workout times in my calendar. So like it's actually something I look forward to now on Saturdays or Sundays. I'll look at the week ahead. I'll kind of have a rough idea of what my calendar and my schedule looks like, and then I'll place in my workouts. So it's like, okay, I'm going to do the 12 p.m. class, and then I look at who's doing the 12 p.m. class, and like I start like inviting people, like, oh my God, like I'm doing this class, you should come to this class. Like I try to work out with friends.
You never invite me.
I said friends. I'll plan my runs and I'll do all that. So that way, if it's in my calendar, like it's in my calendar and it's going to get done because it's a priority.
Yeah. And we all know you do. It's in your calendar. Like if you're busy and I call you, you don't answer me because it's 100%. In a hard workflow, and you just fucking press that deny button. I'm like, oh, he's in a project.
Every time Brooke calls me, it'll be like 10 a.m. during the like prime working hours.
It's either that or a voice note, and I don't even like my voice notes.
Oh, yeah,
and I
won't
will
even listen to your voice
double
notes.
call you sometimes.
I know.
I
If you
like
double
to
call,
you.
I'm like, okay, something's up.
I like to call you sometimes and just, whatever's on the top of my mind.
I think it's literally just to bug me now.
It's fun. It's fun. Number 8, gratitude. Like I've gotten in such a good habit of, I'm not really a journaler. I went through phases of doing that and writing that stuff out, but I'm very conscious of thinking about it multiple times a day.
That's good.
I can always find something to look forward to, always. And I love noticing small things that make me happy. Mm-hmm. And I do that a lot. And it's a really nice feeling, gratitude, getting in that.
Do you write down that stuff or no?
No.
It's more, but like you actively think about it.
Actively think about it multiple times a day. And I tell my clients too, because it's something that we work on in the program, right? Mm-hmm. Like we're training our bodies and we need to train our mind. And it is a really powerful thing. So I'm like, if you're not a journaler, I won't necessarily try and make people journalers, but I think having that clear, dedicated intention, whether that be in the morning during your coffee, when you're driving, on your way to work at the end of the day. But that's something that I always do every day.
I really like that because I too have tried the journaling thing and I just can't stick to it.
Yeah, me neither.
And even the gratitude stuff, like because I always think when I think gratitude, I think writing it down, mm-hmm. but I don't do that, what you do, but I think that's a really, really good idea where it's like, hey, even at least thinking of something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Like if you're not writing it down, sure, writing it down might be ideal because you're getting the thoughts out of your head onto paper, but if you're not going to do that consistently, mm-hmm. doing something like that is an easy habit.
Yeah. I just want to build on that for 1 second. I also have something called a heart tab in my phone. where it's in my notes and it's just the title of it is a red heart. And I'll write down things that I want to do, things that maybe I want to buy, anything that I'm like looking forward to or wanting to get. And I love going to that list. I love going and adding to it. It could be like inspirational things. Again, things you want to purchase, goals that you want to work towards. And anytime I go there to my heart list, I get like excited and all the feels. So it's a good thing. Like it could be for gratitude, but having a little heart tab on your phone of things that make you happy is a cool thing. I like it.
I like it. Is this number 10? I thought this is number 10.
I'm on number 9.
You just did 9?
No, I did 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to look while you're talking. But okay, another one is I try not to eat past 6:30 p.m. And there's number 10. Funny enough. Okay, yeah, I try not to eat past 6:30 p.m. So I've kind of gone both ways on this. Like, I think if you haven't eaten all day and it's the only time you can eat, then obviously, of course, eat. If you're super hungry, eat. But like what I've really tried to focus on, especially since January, is just interpreting the data around my resting heart rate. And I definitely notice a correlation between my resting heart rate at night and when I eat later at night. So if I eat past 6:30 p.m., I notice that my heart rate has a hard time going down throughout the night, which then affects my sleep, which then affects my recovery and my mood. That kind of also for me plays into workouts as well. I try not to work out past 7 p.m. Just because once again, I go to bed at 9:30. So it's hard for me to like calm my body down. So yeah, that's another little one.
I actually had that on my list.
Really? Because I was going to say we have not.
I know. This is it.
Yet.
Mine was called Dinner and Done. So ideally done before 7.
Gotcha.
And then no eating afterwards.
No snacks or anything.
No.
What about water?
Yeah.
Tea.
I'll do that. I try, like for instance, last night I was so freaking thirsty, like so thirsty. So I was drinking a lot of water before bed. Normally I don't, but I was just thirsty. But yeah, I'll have a tea or something after if I want. But like food wise, try not to eat after dinner.
Even the water thing, because once again, like sleep is what I've really tried to prioritize. I know as well, if I drink a lot of water at night, I'm going to get up to pee.
Yep, I got up to pee last night.
Yeah, so I've been doing some thoughts around that and some research around that as well. And one thing is like, if you are going to be having to drink at night, you can think of like putting a pinch of salt into your water just so your body absorbs more of that and you don't pee it out. The other thing was tea. So like if you have tea at night, just like whatever that, like your body can hold on to tea maybe a little bit better than it can hold on to water. So
yeah,
that's another reason why I'll have tea at night instead.
I was going to say that when you were talking about electrolytes. I don't think I said it, but that's the thing that people miss when they start drinking more water is like you also need more sodium if you're cleaning up your diet, right? Like if you start eating a lot less processed food and you start drinking a lot of water, you have to, salt is not bad.
Yeah.
You have to have salt and you have to have a good sodium balance.
Yeah.
So yeah, adding salt to your water like at the beginning of the day or whenever so that you're actually like holding on to it and not peeing every 15 minutes.
Yes. Was that yours or mine?
I think that was mine because I was like, oh, I have the same dinner and done.
Okay, well, you go again then. Because this is your last one now?
Yeah.
I swear I've done 10 already, but go ahead. I'll do a bonus one. I have a bonus one anyways.
Okay. Mine is work in the morning. And the key part here is like in my productive hours. I think it's important to know when your highly productive hours are. And for me, that's in the morning, one of them, before the girls get up. So like if I can even get like half an hour or get into a bit of a workflow before the girls are up, I feel really good. A head start on my day, feel accomplished, and it just saves me from doing what I could do later in the day and taking up more time. So knowing your productive hours, I guess that's not really a habit, more of like a tip. But yeah, for me, doing work in the morning. It could be half an hour, it could be 2 hours, it could be an hour. But yeah, I like to start my day feeling productive with my work.
Cool. And then I guess my last one is around sleep. So I think I talked about this podcast a while ago. So Diary of a CEO, he did a podcast with this sleep doctor. I forget her name. I forget the episode. But there was one, like that was the most influential sleep podcast, book, anything that I've ever heard because it was really digestible. So Why We Sleep by, I think, Matthew Walker. Really, really good book, but it's pretty dense. There was a lot to it. I almost felt like, okay, if I don't sleep for 7 hours a night, I'm going to die. Whereas like, well, okay, I have a kid. That's not going to happen. Whereas this lady, it was cool because she had young kids. So she was talking about that. And the one thing she said, which really resonated, was, okay, if you're not at X amount of hours of sleep, don't worry about like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. If you usually go to bed at 10, it's not like, okay, I'm going to go to bed at 8:30 today. She's like, just work in 15-minute increments. So if you go to bed at 10, go to bed at 9:45 or go to bed at 9:50. Like just start somewhere.
Yeah.
Because she's like, if you look at that throughout your week, if you're just going to bed 10 minutes early, that's buying you an extra 70 minutes of sleep every week. Like that's over an hour. Like that's fantastic. And then once you start to realize like that's really doable, okay, now you do another 10 minutes. So it's just like how we do fitness, sustainable small changes, do the exact same thing with your sleep. And like that was the one thing, because I used to go to bed probably around like 10:30. That was the one thing that got me going to bed at 9:30 was like these small little changes. Once they were built for like a month, 2 months, then I would add on to it and add on to it and add on to it.
Yeah,
So
that's
small,
great.
small sleep changes.
Like it.
Yeah. Any other final thoughts, concerns, questions?
No, I think
We're right
that's
on
it.
time.
That's all. I know.
I thought this was going to be 5 minutes.
I knew it wasn't going to be 5 minutes.
It's 30 minutes.
Perfect.
Okay. Well,
We
thank
did
you.
it.
Thank you for taking time. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.